Hello students, I once again welcome you to the e-learning session of English lecture. Today we are going to see one of the writing skills of section 3, that is 3.4, statement of purpose, or in short we can call it SOP. So statement of purpose is a very important topic. I know that all of you have started preparing for the board examinations and all the entrances after that. Many of you might have Googled top ranked colleges and universities where you intend to take admission for your graduation courses. But have you given thought to the admission process in these colleges? Now, simply filling the form and getting the admission in colleges or universities is outdated. In the present globalized world, along with your application and CV, that is your academic record, you have to submit a perfect statement of purpose, or in short, we call it SOP. Now, it will surely fetch you admission in top ranked colleges and universities, not only in India but also abroad. Now, what is statement of purpose? Statement of purpose is an essay and one of the most important aspect of your application for getting admission in colleges or universities or any graduate school. So SOP is a better way to your career. SOP, or statement of purpose, is the common part of the college university admission process. So in application process there are six things which are important. In that, first is statement of purpose or SOP. Second, letter of recommendation. Third, education loan. Fourth, student visa application. Fifth, admission essay writing. And the last, students curriculum vitae. So, students, if you are planning to go abroad for further studies, then you have to be ready with all these things. Among them, SOP, that is statement of purpose, is very much important because your visa or admission may be cancelled if your SOP is not up to the mark, or if it is copied, or if it is not perfect. Excuse me. Now, before we begin to discuss SOP in detail, let's see the difference between curriculum vitae, resume, and SOP. Now, see here, you might be knowing what is CV, curriculum vitae, or resume, but most of you might not be familiar with the word SOP, that is statement of purpose. Now, I'll just differentiate between what is CV, what is resume, what is SOP. Now, what is CV? That is curriculum vitae. It is a Latin term. It is a Latin word. It is written for academic purpose. CV is in-depth document describing your whole career in detail. It is long and can be of lot of pages. So it describes your career in detail. So it is long. It has lot of pages. Curriculum vitae has lot of pages. Then next is resume. Resume is written when you apply for a job. It is a typical resume contains a summary of relevant job experience and education. So it is short. As compared to curriculum vitae, resume is short, it is concise. It may be of one or two pages. Then we move on to next, that is SOP. SOP is a personal statement. It is a personal statement designed more to shed light on who the applicant is, what drives him, and what makes him stand out from others in the pool. So this SOP is written in 500 words, that is one or one and a half page or 5 to 6 paragraphs. So I would like to explain SOP with the help of the slides which I have made. So I'll just show you the slides. Okay. Okay. Now here I have slides with me, and there are some professions and the qualities which are required. Like businessman is there. What qualities a businessman requires? He should be convincing or selling, risk taking. Then artist, what qualities are required for an artist? So artist must be imaginative, creative, thinking out of box. Then advocate. Advocate should have logical reasoning. Then he should be oratory, means he should be talkative person, and critical thinking. All these qualities are required for an artist, sorry, an advocate. Then fourth is police. If you want to join police force, you should be alert, investigate, love for physical activity. So then we have scientist. To become a scientist, you should have the habit of reading, experimenting, researching. Okay? So different professions require different sort of qualities. So these qualities can be inculcated, it can be developed. The next is, what is your career goal? So all of you have different goals. You can write there what is your goal, what is your career. The next, which of your qualities would help you in achieving your career goal? What qualities are required to achieve certain goals in life? No, that is, you should be disciplined, personal discipline, positive thinking, belief in teamwork, healthy body, broad global view, perseverance, hard work, dedication, determination, patience. All these qualities are required in a person, not all, but few. These qualities are required for a person to achieve his goal. Then list the obstacles which might hamper your goals in life. So when you are trying to achieve a certain goal in your life, you will come across a lot of problems, obstacles, difficulties. So one is given the lack of proper guidance. If proper guidance is not given, then there is a possibility that you may not be able to achieve that particular goal. Then second is opposition from family members. Your family members may oppose you if you are trying to choose a goal which is out of the box, which is totally different. Then lack of knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, proper knowledge, full knowledge, then you may not be able to achieve your goal in life. And lack of training centers. If there are less training centers or no training centers, then also you cannot achieve the goal, or it may hamper, or it may be an obstacle for you. Then, as I've told you, what is statement of purpose, why it is essential if you want to take admission in colleges, universities, graduate schools in India as well as abroad. So, statement of purpose is very much important for you to achieve that purpose. Now here through the slideshow, I would like to tell you, explain what is statement of purpose. A statement of purpose or SOP in the context of applying for graduate school is an essay. So you have to remember that statement of purpose is in the form of essay, one of the most important aspect of your application. So along with your application, you have to attach SOP also, that is statement of purpose, which is in the essay form, because it tells the admission committee who you are, what, why are you applying, why you are a good candidate, and what you want to do in the future. All this comes in your SOP. I'll repeat, your SOP tells the admission committee who you are, why you want to apply, how you are a good candidate, and what you want to do in future. All this comprises in your SOP. It's sometimes called SOP letter. We also call it SOP letter or application essay or personal background, objectives for graduate study, cover letter, or something similar to one of these. So there are many names for this SOP, that is statement of purpose. Now second point is statement of purpose reflects not only who you are as a candidate but your writing abilities as well. In college and graduate school, you are going to be doing ton of writing. Lot of writing you'll have to do because in your SOP, they check your writing skills also. So it needs lot of practice. You have to write more and more, tons of writing. It was not unusual for me to write papers 10 to 20 pages or longer. With that in mind, it is really important to show that you are a truly competent writer. Means when you write your SOP and submit it, the admission committee will read and they will come to know how able, how competent you are in your writing skill. Then here are some quick tips are your statement of purpose should not have any spelling or grammatical errors. When you write your statement of purpose, you see that it doesn't have any spelling mistakes, nor it should have any grammatical errors. Means your sentence structure should be perfect, your spelling should be correct. All these things you will have to take care of. Means before submitting your SOP, you will have to practice more. The more you practice, the better SOP you will be able to write. Next is use strong, clear and concise writing. When you write your SOP, see that you use strong words, clear sentences, and writing should be concise, means short, means it should be not more than 500 words. Your SOP should be of 500 words, that is 5 to 6 paragraphs, or you can say 1.5 page. Avoid cliches and repetitive language. When you write your SOP, see that you don't repeat the words, you don't repeat the sentences, and you don't use any informal type of language. Language used in the SOP is formal. Repetition of words sentences should be avoided, and keep a positive and confident tone. When you write SOP, you should write in a positive manner, positive tone, and they should feel, the admission committee should feel that you are a confident person. What is the general format of SOP? The general format is similar to any other piece of academic writing you should use. See now, first 12 point times New Roman font. Second, 1 inch margins on all sides, 1.5 line spacing, and it should be of 500 words or 5 to 6 paragraphs are enough. Now, when you read this, what do you come to know? That SOP is not handwritten, it is typed. We have to type our SOP and then send it to the college, university, whatever it is, along with your application and your CV, that is curriculum vitae. So keep in mind that whenever you submit your SOP, see that it is not handwritten, it should be typed. You should type that. Then very common question which is asked, do I need to put my name on my statement of purpose? In general, no, you don't need to put your name on your SOP. The reason is that your statement is a part of your larger application which already has your name throughout it. So the answer is no, because your application itself has your name, so there is no need to write name on the SOP, that is statement of purpose. However, it is important to look at the specific requirements for the program you are applying to. If the requirements for program say that you should include your name, then you should follow those instructions. But in general, you don't write name on statement of purpose, because in your application letter, your name is already mentioned. Then next, how long is a statement of purpose supposed to be? This is one more question which comes in the mind of the students. A statement of purpose should really be one page and only one page. You could write up to 1.5 pages if needed, but nothing longer than this. That is the rule. Okay. First rule is that your statement of purpose should be typed. Then they have given you font size and how much margin is to be left, or how many words your statement of purpose should have. All these things is given. The next rule is that it should be of 1.5 page, not more than that. That is 500 words. The reason is that you need to be economical with your writing. When you write SOP, it should be short, concise, but at the same time, it should cover all the points. That is the skill. And skill will come only when you practice more. Writing only for once, it will not suffice your need. So it needs lot of practice, writing, rewriting, editing, re-editing. All these things will come when you attempt any of the writing skill sections of your 12th standard textbook as well as 11th standard textbook. Admission officers read dozens of applications a day, so you are going to need to be able to be concisely and clearly state what you want to say. So there will be dozens of SOPs which will be coming to those particular universities or graduate schools or colleges. So your SOP should be concise, short. Writing longer than 1 page or 1.5 pages will make you seem like you lack focus. So if your SOP is of 2-3 pages, then they may feel, the admission committee may feel that you don't have focus. You are not a focused person, and there is no clarity in your purpose for school. So whenever you write SOP, see that it should not exceed more than 1.5 page. Now, one more thing I would like to share with you. See, more than 20,000 students buy their essays and a statement of purpose papers from the expert writing services every year. That has come in the newspaper, the Telegraph. So, students, instead of practicing of writing proper, perfect SOP, they try to buy. They spend lot of money and they try to buy from the experts. But then there is a possibility that your SOP may be rejected, your admission may be cancelled, or you may not get admission in the college or university in India or abroad which you wish for. The reason is that the experts don't know your qualities, your achievements, your likes, dislikes, your advantages, disadvantages. So, if you buy a SOP from the market or from the experts, there is a great possibility that you may not be selected for that particular course. So, it is better to try to write SOP on your own. It should be self made. Then, steps to success, writing a winning statement of purpose. That is why, in our textbook, the board has decided to include the writing skill, that is SOP, so that students at this age, you are in 12th standard, now at this stage, you should learn how to write a perfect SOP which is not brought from the buy from the market, nor it is copied from the seniors. So here you have to follow the steps of writing a winning statement of purpose. Here we want to provide you some best tips on writing a statement of purpose, that is SOP. SOP writing is a compulsory part of every pupil's life. Now it has become inevitable or compulsory, because along with your application you will have to attach your SOP also. And if you have decided to write it, then you should take this task seriously. If you want that you should be able to write proper SOP on your own, then you should take these things very seriously. Now, see, the first point is introducing yourself. When you start your SOP, you first introduce yourself. You should state the reason why you want to apply for this very field of study. Means you have to mention the reason why you want to apply for this medical or engineering or any management course or any graduate school. So you have to mention the reason why you want to apply to this very field of study and try to express yourself in few words. See that you don't exceed the word limit, that is 500 words or 1.5 page. So you have to fit that those all these things in that 1.5 page. So it will need a lot of practice for writing a perfect SOP. Discuss your recent activities. If you are engaged in activities related to that particular field, particular subject, then you have to mention those activities also. Write your hobbies also. Here you don't make a list of hobbies. That will be took those academic people into confusion. So just mention few hobbies in your SOP. It is vital to be an active person and to have an interesting life. So your SOP will tell the admission committee that how active you are, what kind of interesting life you have. So this increases chances of being accepted. So if you are engaged in a lot of activities, you are cherishing hobbies, you are an active person, your life is full of interesting things, then that SOP will give you a chance, an opportunity to take admission in that particular college or university. Talk about your academic achievements. In your SOP, you should mention your academic achievements. For that, you can search them on the internet and read and analyze and understand them. So it is crucial, it is very important that you should know the right way of writing proper statement of purpose, that is SOP. In your SOP, you should look like a powerful, ambitious, confident person for the admission committee. So your SOP will tell the admission committee, or you should look in your SOP like powerful person, ambitious. You have a lot of aims and ambitions, and you are confident person. So when you write your SOP, see that you miss out the words, or you don't use the words like maybe, may, possible, and others that may show you as an unsure person. So when you write your SOP, don't use the words like possible, may, or maybe. Avoid these words so that the admission committee will feel that you are a powerful person, full of power, full of ambition, and full of confidence. Then, when you write your SOP, write positively and use active voice while in your statement of purpose. Whenever you write statement of purpose, see that you use active voice sentence. Active voice sentence means where subject is given more importance. So avoid passive voice sentences. You should always use active voice sentences. It is good to write it like that because people don't like negative. So in your SOP, you should use positive words, positive sentences, active voice sentences. And finally, make sure you use correct words. See that you are using correct words, uncommon words. Check your structure, sentence pattern, whether it is correct or not, whether the sentences are grammatically correct. Then check the text of grammar, whether you have used grammatically correct sentences, correct words, correct spellings. Don't avoid spelling mistakes. Sometimes it is better to use thesaurus. Thesaurus means it is a reference dictionary where you use words which are synonyms, antonyms. So all these words can be used in your SOP. So it is a reference dictionary of synonyms, similar words, and antonyms. The next, tips for writing statement of purpose for internship. The main reason why you need a statement of purpose is basically to show the admission committee who you really are. Means in your SOP, you should mention who you really are, how best you will fit into the program. Make sure that you cover these areas when writing statement of purpose internship. Who you are and how best you are to fit in this particular course or program. Mention why you have interest in the subject. You have to mention why you are interested in medical, engineering, or management courses, and how you have developed the interest in the specific subject, and how the interest has developed over time. So all these things you have to mention in your SOP. How you developed interest and how gradually this interest developed in that particular subject. All these things you mention in your SOP. You also need to indicate any other influences in your specific interest who made you push the interest in the subject and what his contribution was. So you can also mention the person who has developed interest in you regarding this particular subject. He may be your father, mother, a relative, friend. So you can mention those people in short, those people who have developed this specific interest in this particular subject. Then show how the internship will have impact on your career path, how this internship will be beneficial for you in your career development and also where you plan to go. You also have to mention about your plans. Where are you planning to go? And next is explain the importance of internship to you and the main reasons for making apply for an internship. So all these things are very important. It is crucial that you learn as to how to write good statement of purpose, as it is very important for your success. If you want to get admission in proper college or university or a graduate school which is in India or it may be abroad, see that you start practicing now so that you can be able to write a perfect statement of purpose. For that, you will need a lot of practice, and in the end, you will see that you will be able to write a very good and proper and perfect statement of purpose. Okay, so here, friends, we will stop here. In my next lecture, we will are going to discuss more about this statement of purpose. What is statement of purpose? Then it formats. Then I will again give you some quick tips or steps as to how to write a statement of purpose. Then I will also tell you do's and don'ts about the statement of purpose. So thank you very much for listening. Keep studying. If you have any difficulty, you can ask me on our group. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Take care.